We didn't get the sense of the stubborn or determined or even the curious from the new moon and the pattern type and the bucket, but we see it coming in here. When we're going to do that's enough. You just want to touch on it a little bit and see how you relate to that. But you certainly see the personal judgment of Scorpio, the determination of the Taurus, and the curiosity, and the new thinking of the Gemini, the rationalization. Okay, let's just go through the chart here and fill the points in. Aries 1, Taurus 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Gemini. Gemini's 3. Cancer 0. Leo 1. Libra 1. Scorpio 1. Pisces 2. Pisces 2. That should do it. Okay, here we go. So now we've done this week. Okay, here we go. Put this up a little bit here just to get the pattern. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're looking at the points. Okay, sorry. When we're looking at the points, 1 point in Aries, I am. 5 points in Taurus, I have. Determined, I have to have this, I have this. I want this, this is, I have. The 3 points in Gemini, I think. 0, I feel. 1, I will. 0, I analyze. 1, I balance. 1, I desire. 0, I understand. 0, I use. 0, I know. 2, I believe. So having and thinking are his 2 strongest elements. Having, by far, the Taurus element is the strongest out of the signs. When this comes to the daylight increasing and darkness increasing, by far 11 points daylight is increasing, 3 points darkness is increasing. He's not moving towards others as much as he's moving towards his own experience, moving towards his take on it, his doing his things, making his world the way he wants it to be. It's in his own determined and curious way. He has insights. As that daylight is increasing so strongly, he would not have as much tolerance for the nighttime increasing, the darkness increasing, or others. So he'd be certainly prone to progressing himself and not being dissuaded so much by others. And when it comes to daylight is greater, darkness is greater. 10 points daylight is greater, 4 points darkness. Again, the emphasis is not only to increase more, it's to be more. I am independent. I am a unique person. I am the individual. I am free, and I want to be more free and more independent. It's a very strong factor of this is the whole bundle of his chart, except for that Mars. It really provides this strong focus of being independent and increasing my own uniqueness, my own individuality, my own freedom, and having to do it my way anyways. That's there. So we've got a puzzle sitting out here now. We're seeing the strong accentuation this way, and we see the Mars as the focus. Mars is over on the other side of the chart. The Mars his whole energy is to do his own thing, so the Mars would tend to do it, but the Mars, we'll get to it. That's a further inside of it, but it puts going for it very important, but there's a lot of contradictory energies around his Mars, which we'll get to. When you look at cardinal, fixed, mutable, 7 fixed, 2 cardinal, 4, 5 mutable, so some adaptable, but really determined and consistent. So you have the very independent person who's trying to be more independent in his own determined personal way. He's responsible to get what he wants for himself. It's not a person who by nature is waiting for other people to tell him what to do or to be responding to other people. He knows what he wants to do and he's pushing it, and probably would expect he's going to be determined at that. Other people would take him or leave him, would align with him or not, but it's not his strong focus. His focus is promoting what he sees and how he sees it and what he's doing. When you look at spring, summer, winter 2, spring 9, 1 summer, 1 autumn, so springtime certainly his most active and predominant season. That's the daylight increasing and the daylight is greater. Yeah, most of his planets are in that springtime. Okay, now, I'm sorry, I jumped in. We should have done the masculine feminine on this form. It's just over on the side because it was convenient to put it there, but they're fairly balanced, 6 masculine, 8 feminine, so a little more reflective than projective, but not extreme difference between those two. The difference is really the strong accentuation on the I, me, and the trying to be more independent, the daylight increasing, and the daylight is greater. Okay, when you come to the elements, 2 fire, 4 air, 5 earth, 3 water. So that's a fair 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all in a sequence, but a priority, but practical, down-to-earth insights are his strong suit. If you remember with Jung, he had a lot of earth too, to be practical and see practical repercussions of things, have a very tactile way of experiencing things. So his practicality is a strong suit. His physicality is a strong suit. Then his communication is next, his intelligence and his communication. 4 air. Water is next, emotional, but his enthusiasm, the fire is the least. So you're not going to have the fiery, spontaneous person. You have a very deliberate, determined person. Down to earth, practical, and communicative, rational, but not enthusiastic. Interesting. Okay. When we look at the rulerships, Sun rules Leo, only 1 point in Leo. That's his midheaven. 0, nothing in Cancer, nothing ruled by the moon. 3 points in Gemini, ruled by Mercury. So Mercury has a strong influence on it. Venus, 6 points in Venus. So 6 points in Taurus and Libra. So the 6 points in Venus really shows he needs to feel appreciated or loved or liked for his planets to work the best. If he's not liked, if he's not loved, if he's envious, if he gets into the devices of Venus or the dark side of Venus, they'll become magnified. They really have a strong effect on him. But he also, at the same time, would have very strong values, very strong sense of what's beautiful, what's satisfying, what do people want, what do I want, and of wanting things. This is a receptive side. This is Venus, very strong. The Mars only has 2. Mars is the most strongest point on the bucket. It's the point. So his energy, he has all this independent ideas. It's pushing out towards the Mars and the handle of the bucket, but the Mars is pushing. What's he pushing for? He's pushing for what he wants. He wants to be he wants to see what he wants, and he's pushing on how to see things, how to get what one wants, and how to solve emotional scenarios by putting it out to others. That's the Mars over in that 11th house. But okay, that's enough. We'll work with this, and then I'll just keep this one here. I think the other one is probably correct. It's just one that I forgot here. Okay, so when it comes to his houses, nothing in the first 3 houses, 1 planet in the 4th house, 1 of security, 1 point in the 5th house of performance, 2 points in the 6th house of duty, 4 points in the 7th house of partnership, 3 points in trust, 0 morality, honor, friendship, 1 conscious, 1. So the emphasis is on partnership, on trust, on being involved and sharing and being responsible and trusting each other. And how what you do to make the trust, what happens to diminish trust. It's a very strong principle in his life. Okay, when we look at the rising and setting, we have 1 point rising, 11 point setting. That's extreme. That's even more extreme than in the signs. We have 8 above, 4 below, so twice as more functional than more objective and functional than subjective. This is very interesting. Even in his sexual theories, it's more about functional capacity into reaction than it is about one's personal motivations, although they can affect it. So his ability to see the effects. Now, so the above is 8, but the setting is 11. So he can see the effects of others with the 8 points above the other. That's his forte. But setting, his ability to respond to others, is the strongest. So it's an interesting paradox, because by attitude, he's independently doing his own thing, and he's pushing his own ideas, and has his own sense of his understanding. But he knows how to respond to others and take energy in and react to others in a very practical, down-to-earth way. He knows how to respond to others. This is the setting part of the setting half of the chart. It's responding to others. He gets his importance and his affirmations and his satisfaction from being able to respond well to other people, being able to be appreciated, being able to help others, being able to see what people want or like, or negatively what they don't like. So this is a really powerful thing, like his independent way, but needing to be using his independent way to be responding. He's going to independently see how to respond to other people and what they want and what they need, so that he knows if he does that properly, he would get the appreciation for good ideas and good insights about relationships. Naturally, this is the person who, regardless of knowing anything about him, everyone would come to talk to him about their problems. He would have opinions, he would have ideas on how to deal with problems, other people's situations, advice about relationships. It's a natural counselor's chart. Okay, let's just, so the angular 5, succeeding 5, cadent 2. So here again, there's a drive here and a determination. So in the signs, it was determination, not so much drive. Here in the houses, there's determination and drive, but not much adaptability. So by attitude, he could change his attitude a bit, but in circumstances in the houses, he's driving and he's determined, and he's not very adaptable. He knows what he knows. Okay.